Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to talk to you because I know that things got heated in that last round. In my perspective, we had a genuine miscommunication. Friend or foe has left me feeling really defeated in the competition. I am aware that I'm on the outs. I didn't know that 100% Greta was going to do that when I passed it to Greta. I suspected that maybe she would be more open to that idea, but it was not talked about, and I'm sorry that you felt betrayed by that in any way. And from my perspective, I feel like I have shown you a lot of loyalty in this game in terms of the now or later round. I picked later because I didn't want you to be the only one in later.
She kind of explained her perspective. I explained my perspective. I was under the perception that it was you and I against Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely.
So coming out of that and coming back into the game and seeing that you guys were now working together, it just definitely, for me, felt like you were trying to play both sides. And that's just not how I play my game.
I can definitely see that from your perspective and things like that. In terms of from mine, after you were eliminated, Jesse was the only person I could talk to.
I mean, for a day. That was for 24 hours, though. That's not, it's not as if...
I mean, a lot happens in 24 hours. They all, organized a vote together. They all did other things together. I can read off of her face that she doesn't have any further interest in working with me. I totally understand if you still view me as a target, but I just wanted to talk to you specifically, and I'm sorry that went down the way that it did in terms of us ending up on separate sides of the game, but I would personally still be open to working with you.
We didn't necessarily reach a agreement or conclusion or any sort of, kumbaya moment, but I think that it was good for us to touch base and not just go into this round with a bunch of animosity.
Fight!
Tonight, we will start off by going directly into a competition where the winner will be given a major advantage that will heavily influence the results of the round. However, before we get into what the competition is, I want to give you a little temptation. As I have been saying, boarding bucks will become very important throughout the remainder of this competition. So I thought I should offer you all a chance to obtain some more. If you feel you do not need to compete tonight, you can choose to sit out, and in return, I will give you 2 boarding bucks. This temptation will only be granted to the first 2 players to opt for it.
As soon as I see that there's an opportunity to get boarding bucks that doesn't require backstabbing your alliance, I know that I need to get these boarding bucks.
As someone who only has 2 boarding bucks to my name at this time, that is tempting, but I don't feel quite secure enough to not play, and I want to make a name for myself as a player and as a competitor.
If you would like to take me up on my offer, please private message me the word flight now.
I want to accrue as many boarding bucks as I can because I think that it's going to be pretty important and those powers are going to be pretty important. So I decided to go for flight.
Honestly, everything happened so quickly that by the time my brain registers what's happening, I'm furiously trying to type into the chat.
The first 2 people to submit were CJ and Shrishti. So the 2 of you will be sitting out of the challenge. You have both obtained 2 boarding bucks.
Yes!
I'm really glad that CJ also took flight and won the boarding bucks because we had just been talking about wanting to start pooling our money towards certain goals. So knowing now that between us we have 6 boarding bucks is a big factor in the rest of our decisions.
It's very bold to take a temptation like that. It's obviously publicly known that you took that temptation, so that tells you that CJ and Tristy feel very safe with who they're aligned with.
This competition is a good old-fashioned scavenger hunt, and here's how it'll work. 1 round at a time, I will ask you to retrieve a household item for me. The last person to retrieve the requested item in each round will be eliminated. The last person left standing will be the winner, and as I said before, will hold a major advantage in this round.
I'm feeling confident and I'm like ready to win.
I have a lot of household objects and I could be quite good at this.
I'm in it to win it, and I've got tunnel vision on the prize.
Here's round 1.
Deodorant, great. It's right behind me, and I'm one of the first to get it.
Eric and Zach are locked. Greta is locked. Finn, Matt, Gabby, Sheridan are locked. I'm sorry, Emily, but you have been eliminated. Please turn off your camera now.
I'm super mad at myself. I'm super bummed. And honestly, I'm wishing I'd just taken those 2 boarding bucks.
Second one, mug. I'm drinking tea. Just raise up my mug. That was fantastic.
I have a mug right on my keyboard, literally right next to me. And so I show it off. It's all nice, wonderful, beautiful. I'm definitely safe.
Gabby, you are locked. Sheridan, you are locked. Erica, you are locked.
I have to run down my stairs, run past my sleeping dog, and run my ass back up the stairs.
I'm sorry, Zach, but you have been eliminated. You can turn off your camera now.
You know what? It's fine. I still have Matt in the competition, so hopefully he wins.
Laundry detergent pops up. I know exactly where it is. My big jug of Tide Pods is sitting right behind my TV. I grab the Tide Pods. I'm back. I'm one of the first people there, and I'm feeling really confident.
Sheridan, you are locked. Erica, you are locked.
Oh! I realized I was fucking doing laundry day, but I don't do laundry in my apartment
I'm sorry, Matt, but you have been eliminated.
because I wanted to be a good boy and have some nice clean clothes for you all. I got out on the competition on the 3rd round.
Erica, you're good.
Once again, I have been the first person to return with my item, so I'm feeling real good.
Greta and Sheridan come back right around the same time, and I honestly have no idea who it is.
I'm sorry, Greta, you were the last one by half a second.
I'm so mad. I'm really, really bummed that I do not have whatever the advantage is, because I really think that I'm going to be a target this week.
Finn, you're good. Gabby, you are good.
I sprint into my living room to grab my change jar. As I'm like running back, I'm trying to open it as I'm going, and my hand is just too slippery. So I'm trying to get a grip on my shirt to use as like a fabric grip.
All of my coins are in a jar and they're rolled up in paper for when I do laundry. So I had to like rip open the paper and like get the coins out.
Sheridan, you are good. I'm sorry, Erica, but you have been eliminated.
Close but no cigar. Like I was just there, but not quite good enough.
It comes down to the 3 of you. This is round 6.
Now that both of my allies are out of the competition, I know I need to win in order for any of us to get any protection whatsoever in this next round.
I want to fucking win. I want some power going into this round because I think it'll set me up for some power in the game.
Sheridan, you're locked. Gabby, you are locked. I'm sorry, Finn, but you are the last to come back. You have been eliminated. Gabby and Sheridan, it comes down to the 2 of you.
I have not talked to Sheridan one-on-one at all this game, so I'm really hoping Gabby gets some advantage, so it could benefit myself, maybe Erica, and we can go with that.
I'm just kind of hoping Gabby doesn't win. Even though we had our conversation in the first round, we aren't on the best terms right now, so I'm just hoping she doesn't win.
So the directions for this final round is not only to get a coat and an umbrella, but to wear a coat. And I'm feeling moderately confident about this because I feel like most people don't really know where their umbrella is in their home at all times.
I don't even know the last time I've used an umbrella.
I'm one of those mom bag girls who has an umbrella in her purse at all times, so I know my umbrella is in my purse.
I run outside, I put on the coat, I open up my closet, and I rummage around trying to find the umbrella.
I am rushing, throwing everything out of it, and finally get my jacket on and my umbrella.
Congratulations, Gabby. You are the winner of this challenge.
I make my way back and admit defeat.
Sheridan, Gabby beat you to it. Gabby is the winner.
Fuck! I'm out this bitch. It's over for me. It's done. I literally wrote that in my notes. Fuck, I'm out this bitch.
Congratulations, Gabby. You are the winner of the competition and will be given a major advantage in this round.
I won this competition, but I'm still nervous because I have no idea what this advantage is going to be.
Tonight, we will continue to pay tribute to some of last season's most iconic rounds, as the fight or flight twist for tonight is Hunter or Hunted. Here is how it'll work. Prior to tonight's round, I put each of your headshots randomly behind one of the following animals. You will each be told which animal you are hidden behind. Whether you choose to share this information with anyone is completely up to you. One of you will be the hunter for the round. The hunter will have the sole responsibility of picking 3 animals for nomination. The players hidden behind those animals will be up for elimination, where we will proceed to a vote. But the hunter will not necessarily be safe this round. One of the animals will have the hunter's headshot behind it, and they will not be privy to which one it is. Who will be the hunter, you ask? That is all up to Gabby to decide. As the winner of the challenge, you will be the only one making a fight or flight choice tonight. You can choose the fight option, Hunter, by electing to take power into your own hands and becoming the hunter. This means you will select 3 animals that will be nominees this round. Or you can choose the flight option, Hunted, which will give you the chance to forego this power and decide who you will be giving it to.
As I see that this is what the round is, I'm immediately seeing flashbacks of last season when Joe accidentally eliminated himself as the hunter.
The third one I'm gonna pick is Red.
And that's yourself, Joe.
Flop, 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 flop.
So I'm thinking I probably wanted to give it away to someone. I also don't think that enough people will tell me what they're behind in this game in order for me to not pick myself. I know that giving it to someone and having them willingly take it could perhaps build a stronger relationship with me and somebody else in this game, as well as guarantee my safety for this round.
I think the best strategy, and feel free to disagree with me, is to make yourself the hunter.
Yeah, I just am concerned that people won't tell me theirs. I float the idea of picking Erica. My only thing is that I feel like more people would tell you than they would tell me. It could open up some more channels of communication for her, just because we're on the outs and nobody's talking to the 3 of us. That is the only reason why I would pick you, is because I feel like more people will tell you than they will me.
It's not necessarily a position I would like to be in. I feel like people aren't going to be forthcoming with me about their animals, and I don't want to end up sending home anyone that I actually really like.
She seems a little bit hesitant as I'm explaining this to her. She isn't jumping right at the opportunity to become the hunter and take the game by the reins. Do neither of you want this?
No. I would prefer not to have it. If I'm the hunter, I'm more likely to send myself home, whereas if Gabby's the hunter, I can just tell her, hey, please don't pick my animal, and we'll be fine.
Erica, I feel like you technically would be the best bet if nobody else offers. I'll let you know, though.
Okay.
I'm sorry to put you in that position, but I think that if I take it, nobody's going to tell me. I'm feeling a little bit hesitant at picking her. Do you want this by any means?
Want what?
To be the hunter. I'm hoping that maybe if Matt is the one who's the hunter, he'll be able to gather more information and make a better informed decision about who ends up being put up for nomination.
If you need to give it away, I can take it.
Okay.
I can. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah, I would just be really trusting you, Matt, not to double cross me with it, because I would obviously tell you where I am.
So, the thing is, I couldn't or I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. Honestly, give me the power. I kind of want to have fun this round, and even though it could be really nerve-wracking that I could put myself up, I kind of feel trustworthy, we'll hope, in my relationships that people will be honest about their animals and I will choose the right animals.
He seems a little bit more amicable to this decision than Erica did when I pitched it to her.
Gabby, you had this fight or flight choice handed to you. You can either choose hunter or hunted. What is your decision?
I'm going to choose hunted, so I will be assigning a hunter. I'm really going back and forth in my mind and feeling panicked about ending my decision time. The person that I'm going to select to be the hunter for this round is going to be, I try and reduce the amount of time that I'm waffling between both decisions because I know that will look bad to my fellow competitors, so I just blurt out, Matt.
Interesting.
Gabby, what the fuck?
What?
I'm a little suspicious. I don't know what kind of conversations Matt and Gabby have had, but they've clearly built some kind of rapport to where Gabby trusts him not to pick her.
Matt, you will be the hunter for the round.
I just need to now know everybody's animal and they better fucking not lie to me.
We are now going to share with you what animals you are. Matt, you will not receive an animal. You will have 20 minutes to deliberate, for I will need the nominees from Matt. Again, Matt, you are picking 3 animals to be nominees. Whoever is hidden under those animals will be nominated.
Let's do this fucking thing. What's your animal? I really don't want to fuck her over because I think she has an edge in this game that I want to keep around for a little bit longer.
I'm the peacock.
Peacock, great. Miss Peacock, wonderful. I'm just trying to get it from everyone right now and go quickly.
Go do you.
And
I hope you don't turn this on me, but play your game, Matt. Fly bird. I'm like 85% sure that Matt at least won't pick me.
Please let me know all of your animals.
What a twist. Why did you talk to her?
It makes no sense.
I'm really intrigued to hear Matt's perspective on why Gabby gave him this power and how he plans to use it.
I talked to her, yes I did, because I got a call from her and she goes, Matt, I'm gonna make you the hunter. And I go, what the And I go, I deserve it. And I kind of want to bridge something with her because I just don't know where she's at. So I don't know what to do. But I know her animal, and I don't know whether to use that for or against her.
We're getting towards that point of the competition where people are starting to break off into different factions. So I'm definitely suspicious about this entire Matt being the hunter situation. Okay, if you're putting people up for elimination, if you know all of our animals, who are you thinking you're going to put up?
I don't actually. Well, Greta.
I definitely feel nervous about sharing my animal with Matt, knowing that that could easily make me a target for elimination. But I also recognize that as we're working in this larger group, not sharing my animal could also make me a target for elimination. I'm assuming in Gabby giving you this power, the exchange is that you don't choose her animal.
Absolutely.
So that in addition to Greta, who are the 2 other people that are going to be put up?
I don't know because I like everybody. I
So
guess
that's what it feels like.
I guess Erica, it would have to be one of you guys, I think. But I don't want one of you. Like, for real, I do not want any of you to go at all.
I immediately, obviously, just try to blend into the background. I don't want my name thrown out to potentially go up.
We have 7 people in this call once again. So it may not be that bad if you put one of us up, but we all align on keeping that person safe.
Obviously, no one wants to be up for elimination. So I think that this could be a good opportunity to garner some trust. I trust you guys, and maybe if I put myself up this round, maybe just don't vote me out next round. I think that this is going to be a risky move for me, but maybe could really pay off in my favor. Matt, I know that you rated me as a friend last time, and I am reciprocating that kindness, so I volunteer myself.
Sheridan made a bit of a deal there, and it did reveal something to me about her as a player. I think she might be playing this game a little bit smarter than I thought she was.
If you want to, thank you. And I promise, like, if any of you vote Sheridan, bad things will happen.
we still have the majority vote. So whoever in our alliance goes up against Greta and Erica, that person is still going to be pretty safe. So with that in mind, we all reveal our animals and Sheridan volunteers to be put up for nomination.
I'm a koala.
I'm a crocodile.
I'm a toucan.
I'm the lion.
I'm the elephant.
I am a giraffe, which is funny because I'm 5'2". If Matt ends up picking one of the animals that we didn't talk about out of the group of us, then we know that Matt is either targeting somebody or that he's got something going on that we don't know about. So in a way, us revealing our animals to Matt is a little bit of a litmus test.
He said he wouldn't spend this on me if I gave it to him, so hopefully that'll be true.
Matt is going to try to find at least myself, probably Erica. We're Gabby's allies. That was dumb.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to be selected.
If you feel that way, then don't tell Matt.
Yeah, he'll probably figure it out. So
Do you think everyone else will tell? I don't think everyone else should. I kind of tried to persuade her that if she feels that way, then she shouldn't tell Matt which animal she's behind. I didn't know which way to go, honestly, between you and Matt, Erica, just because you also expressed some hesitancy into taking it. And I was like, I feel like maybe more people would tell Matt, but I also don't think, Erica, you're one of his top targets at all. So, like, Greta's probably thinking about not telling him. Erica, I think you maybe should tell him.
I can't tell in this moment if Gabby is looking out for me or setting me up.
I really don't think you're one of his top targets right now. So I think maybe you should, because it'll also, at least if you tell him right now, put him in like a moral quandary about whether you like trusted him and told him to turn on you like that. Because now you're a dirty too.
It'll also let me know very clearly then if...
Yeah, that too.
I decide it doesn't matter and I have to kind of tell Matt either way what my animal is, because I really need to know if I am able to trust Matt and Gabby at all. I am the tiger.
I am the tiger. Girl, I'm sorry, but I have to nominate you. I kind of have bad news in the sense that I probably might be nominating you in the sense of the whole red team is together. And if I go against them, we have a majority against us. But you are a pawn. I will be fighting tooth and nail that there is no vote against you. It's going to be unanimous against Greta.
It's honestly kind of hard not to like giggle in Matt's face. Instead, I decide to be grateful and thank him for choosing to be honest with me. I fully understand that, and I really appreciate you just telling me this. I know I'm going to be wasting my time if I try and fight for myself to Matt. I know that the decision's already been made.
I just decide to tell Matt who I am.
I am the rhino.
Maybe by me telling him, he'll not know a couple others and just avoid me. Like, there's no benefit to me not telling him.
If you choose me, like, that's okay. Like, not like if you weren't thinking about choosing me, choose me, but like, I know I'm probably a target.
Greta's just everyone's target. Greta really has nobody in this competition, so Greta would be a safe, easy bet for me to get out of this competition.
If I make it past this round, definitely want to like reestablish our working relationship, but I totally get like if you're feeling like you want to enact a little bit of revenge.
We'll hope for the best that she's telling the truth. Let's see, Miss Greta.
Matt, the floor is now yours. Please give me the first animal you will be nominating.
I'm going to be nominating the tiger.
That is Erica. Erica, you will be the first nominee.
It turns out to be correct, and Erica, I feel content. I felt like that was an easy nomination. I will also be nominating the rhino.
That is Greta. Greta, you will also be a nominee.
Greta actually did not lie to me and told me the exact truth. I had no idea she would do that, but it's honestly like giving us a little trust between the two of us.
Matt, you must name one more animal to be nominated.
And lastly, I'll be nominating the koala.
That is Sheridan.
I knew the entire board. Everyone told me the truth. Like, what the fuck, guys? It happened! Woo-hoo-hoo! They're trusting me, and it shows how strong my fucking game is.
The three nominees for elimination are Erica, Greta, and Sheridan.
Okay, I'm so glad that Matt went with the plan.
Now it's time to finally vote Greta out of this game.
I'm so sorry. Because clearly, like, I messed over my own game here, too. I just feel like there's no way that we can collect big numbers at this point if both Erica and Greta are up for nomination. And I just know that I've completely fucking fumbled this round.
I'm gonna vote for Sheridan because I'm not voting for either one of us, to be honest, even though I don't want to vote for Sheridan either.
It puts us in an awkward position having to potentially try to campaign people to vote for the other, because that's really the only way either of us can be safe.
May the best women win. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, guys.
I'm not sure I'm going to vote for Sheridan if it comes down to it. I want to be very certain I'm going to be safe.
After I get out of this call with both Erica and Greta calls me individually.
I have to get a sense of where other people are voting, but it might be helpful to vote for Erica instead of Sheridan. Numbers-wise, it's probably going to shake up between the two of us, so the more people that vote for her.
Yeah, I think I could play it off to Sheridan, like, sorry, like, I was put in a bad position. I'm thinking that there might be room to possibly split votes here between the alliance. It's in both mine, Greta, and Erica's best interest to throw all three of our votes onto Sheridan. That leaves the other 8 votes out in contention.
We have Greta and Erica on the table.
Yes.
I was gonna say, this would be a really good time to get Erica out of here.
I'm more interested in sending Erica home as well.
Erica has definitely made it pretty far in the game for her to have not had as strong of a social game as some other players. And, you know, those are the telltale qualities of a floater. And floaters can easily, you know, knock you out of your place in this game a lot quicker than you realize.
I'm a little bit surprised because I was under the impression that Greta was the main target, but CJ is actually pushing really hard to get Erica out.
Greta can pull shit, and I don't think Erica will pull shit. I told Erica I would campaign for her, and I will. However, like, I really don't care. I just think Greta has more tricks up her sleeve than Erica does. But what
I
you
don't
guys
think
want,
that's true. Erica hasn't been in any real danger yet in this competition. I think that she's been floating through this competition thus far, and it's time to pull that life raft right on in, honey.
I know that I've been working close with Greta, but I've been working closer with Erica this entire time. Greta has been a target and has managed to survive this long. That is a testament to the game that she's playing, and I think that she is playing a lot smarter of a game than people are giving her credit for, because the fact that she's still here is insane. Erica just lost her number 1, Jessie, and now I know that I'm her number 1. So it's beneficial to me in my game that I keep her this round.
I don't know. I feel like Erica is the right choice to make at this point.
CJ pretty much ignores everyone's opinions but her own. We know how Greta's going to operate. We don't know how Erica is going to operate. I get it. You want Erica out, that's best for your game. But at least make believe that you're taking other people's opinions into account. Because you want to make a deal with the
devil
person
you know or the devil you don't.
Right, exactly.
The more he resists it, the more I feel sure that she should go. I don't want to get to the point where we have to start eliminating within our core alliance until we have to. And I think that keeping Greta on for longer extends that.
Yeah.
CJ is 100% dead set on getting Erica out. And it just raises more red flags for me. I'm worried that Greta is a direct threat to us, though.
With who?
Well, I think that
it's going to be really easy for next round one of us to go home and Erica make it to the next round.
Sure.
Like, that is something that could very easily happen. I think that all of us could beat Greta in a jury. I could not say the same about Erica because of the way that she's played this game. She's playing under the radar, and I think that it's gotten her thus far. She's made it to jury. Congratulations, but
I haven't talked to Erica at all. I haven't worked with Erica at all. My relationship with Greta is shaky and complicated, but I think I could potentially get her to work with me in the future. I'm willing to go Erica. I'm willing to vote her out and save Greta for later.
I'm also obviously going to vote Erica.
I think it would be honestly easier for me to vote out Greta, but I don't want to shake anything up. Yeah, I can do Erica as well if that's the whole group is going. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, I will vote with the group.
Everybody seems on board with eliminating Erica from the game, which was CJ's decision. And I'm fine with that. I'm excited to keep Greta in this game, but I'm sick of CJ calling the shots. I think CJ and Matt, I like them a lot, and I think they're playing really good, honest games right now, but they're in a lot of power. They have so much control right now. I'm thinking ahead, and I'm thinking about the fact that CJ and Matt are making all of these decisions, and the fact that CJ and Matt are creating all the group chats, and the fact that CJ and Matt seem to have a lot of power right now. And I don't know how much longer that can last. Things are stacking up in that direction, and I think Greta would be a nice ally in that.
So I do have the steal a vote, and if I wanted to guarantee my safety, I could potentially play this. But I still trying to avoid it, and I want to just talk to people I know are probably going to be on my side to see what the chances are and how even the split is.
I think that out of the three of you, I would vote Erica out.
I think you have a good shot of staying.
There's a lot of people making really strong arguments to keep you in the game.
Most people seem to think that Erica is the right choice to send home.
Talking to Finn and Shrishti, I feel like I'm probably okay.
Matt is still gunning a little for you. I think that Greta can be useful to me. I think Greta is a very smart game player, and if I want to target CJ and Matt, I need help. So I need to make sure that Greta doesn't feel like they're on her side. So I'm going to make sure she doesn't. On a personal level, I think it's time for Matt or CJ to go soon. Mm-hmm. So I think if we were to stay in the game, if you were to stay in the game, you could help with that, would be my reasoning. To keep you, even after that huge betrayal on the green team's part.
Yeah.
Greta knows she needs help, and I feel like I could get Greta to do my dirty work for me. So I want Greta to stay.
I think we're safe. I know you're safe. I think I'm safe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so suspicious of everyone. It's like you never know what's going to happen. Based on my last conversation with my alliances, we decide that we're going to send Erica home. I don't know. Greta kind of scares me. She always performs really well in these competitions.
She is definitely a threatening player in this game. I fully agree.
Competition-wise, Greta is harder to win against. And I've also just started to get to know Erica, so I don't really want to see her go home yet. In the interest of sharing helpful information, I know Matt was particularly frustrated with Greta, but I kind of felt like CJ was less so, and maybe more thinking that you might be a target. So something to keep in mind.
That's very interesting, because that's exact opposite of what everyone's surveys told me. Voting for Sheridan is throwing away my vote because no one is voting for Sheridan, and the only hope that I have of possibly redeeming myself here is to give another vote against Greta.
As you know, this round our nominees are Erica, Greta, and Sheridan. I'm going to give each of the three nominees a chance to speak. Erica, you can go first.
So I just want to say, I know there's about a 2/3 chance or a 1/3 chance I go home tonight, but probably more like a 2/3 chance that I go home tonight.
That's not exactly how fractions work, but I choose to let it go.
I don't feel like I've lied to anyone about anything. I haven't been shady. I haven't been sneaky. I have worn my heart on my sleeve this entire game, which has clearly come back to bite me in the butt at a couple of points. I hope that the few weaker alliances that I had while I was here that have made a lot of people not trust me as much won't be held against me, considering all of my allies are gone. So yeah, hopefully you will see that now I'm kind of a free agent and could possibly give my alliance to you, and that will make your vote keep me here. But if not, I totally understand, no hard feelings.
I know I've been in the bottom before, but I really think it's a toss-up between Erica and I. And again, either way, if I go home, it's tough. If Erica goes home, it's tough. It's not a good outcome either way for me.
I think if there's anything I realized over the past couple episodes is I have no idea what I'm doing, even though I thought I did. And so I'm kind of open to the
playing field moving forward. I think I've tried to have like strong conversations with everyone. I know I've made some mistakes, but I'm hoping that if you're looking to kind of just continue playing the game moving forward, I have introduced some chaos. If you enjoy the chaos, if you want to keep seeing things kind of evolve in surprising ways, I'm down to continue to see where that goes. But I think I've played strongly. I have fought more than I expected to, and that may have put me in this place. But I guess I am happy with just the connections I've been able to make, the conversation I've been able to have, hoping to have some more. Hopefully people keep me.
It doesn't feel great that the thing that makes everyone dislike Greta was Greta saving me. And I know that the real anger there was that Jessie was saved. I know that it was intended for me to be the last person on the chain so that Jessie went home. But it still does feel a little bit about me.
You never really know what you're going to expect in this game, but I will say that, I respect everyone and their decision, and more than playing the game, I'll say that I'm enjoying getting to know everyone and would like to continue to do that. No matter what happens tonight, still respect everyone, and it's been fun, but I hope I can continue getting to know everyone.
Matt, you were the hunter this round. That was a position given to you by Gabby.
You have two big risks when having all of this power in the game. You could get all the blood on your hands, or you could nominate yourself and go home. What came to my mind was, how could I nominate people that would get the least amount of blood on my hands, who are kind of like on the outs of this game? And we are trying to like beat the best here, and the best are the people that are communicating with others. Every elimination and even nomination is so heartbreaking.
I'm sure everyone has talked. I'm sure people are floating different ideas for who to vote for and probably have a clear sense. So on the one hand, it's heartbreaking, but on the other hand, it's a game and you have to make a choice in it. What goes into that choice? Is it all emotional? Is it all what hurts the least? Or what's the strategy? What's going into consideration as we look at this set of 3 nominees and decide which one of them we're going to vote for?
I kind of play up the fact that it's a really emotional week for me, that I'm really friends with everybody here, and that this is the hardest vote that I have made thus far. I think that if you play with 100% emotion, then you've lost the game. I think that it's necessary to play with emotion to a degree, but you're right, you need to weigh emotion and strategic value in this game, and it's really difficult when you look at people and you really enjoy your time with everyone here. I think that that's the difficult decision tonight, is what's going to improve your game versus how shitty you may feel with a vote tonight.
I think it's tough too, being in a group of people who you'd also be sad to see go, even though you don't want yourself to go. Like, that's hard. And I think that again shows like we all have a lot of connections, and like it's not going to be easy moving forward, even though it's tough being the one on the chopping block. You also don't want to see the other people on the chopping block go.
The mood feels somber. I feel like everyone knows what's going to go down, except maybe Greta and Erica.
The tone of this Zoom call and this elimination ceremony is very different than the last one, right? So I've seen a lot of this quietness during these elimination ceremonies, but is that really all it is? Can I, like, as a host, only experiencing how you come into the Zoom each night, take this at face value? Is there an undercurrent? Where is the tension? Where is the fight? Because I certainly saw it last round, and I'm not seeing it at all this round. So what's up, everyone?
I want everyone to understand that the animosity that was expressed the other night is not one that is held by me towards anyone in this game whatsoever. If I go home tonight, I understand, and it's okay. And I hope that at the reunion and at the finale, everything is, ship shape. So that's how I feel about everything that went on last round compared to this round. And that's why, as me being on the chopping block this week, 1, I understand why I'm here. And 2, I don't feel the same way that my ally did.
I'm glad that she's kind of making a statement about it, because it rubbed people the wrong way last time. I'm kind of wondering if this is actually going to save her.
I think just like, I agree. And also like
the decision I made 2 rounds ago was like not personal. And like, if I'd known that was coming, obviously like different decisions would have been made. So I also like had a little bit of regret with that. Obviously, it was also not great for me anyways, because the move I made saved a person who subsequently went home, but like it was really out of line and inappropriate. And I'm really sorry for the people specifically that were like called out, because I think, again, we all like respect each other at a human level.
Erica and Greta are both speaking as if they're kind of resigned to their fate.
Everyone's being very diplomatic and congenial about going out, and Anthony pushes back against this.
Well, I'm glad everyone was able to air that, and you know that there's mutual respect in this room. That's all great. I guess for me, where my question lies and where the difference is this line of, I want to be here, I want to fight, and it's okay if it's me tonight, because this isn't the first elimination ceremony that I've heard this.
You guys got to do what is best for you.
Totally get that this was a really tough decision.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings. Also, no hard feelings.
Maybe this is your last chance to change that. It seems to kind of be a repeated thing in each elimination ceremony of, if it's my time, and I respect everyone here. Can you respect everyone here and still fight for your place here? So kind of what I want to hear tonight is that fight from, Erica, Sheridan, and Greta. I'm going to give you all one last chance to speak. If this is like your last chance to save yourself, what is it that you have to say to this group to prove that you should be the one who's still here and that you want to be here? Because as a host, I don't think I'm going to accept the answer of if it's okay if it's me, because who are we handing the game to then? If it's okay if it's all of us.
Okay, if I'm eliminated, I will personally leave hate messages on all of your social media accounts, and I will never forget. I will be resentful until the day that I die, and it'll be the thing I tell my kids when I'm like in my 90s. I'm gonna be like, these people really screwed me over in this game. So take that at face value, but basically what I'm saying is it's not okay if I go home. I will never forget it, and you will all be dead to me.
I don't think we've seen that much fire from Sheridan in this entire competition.
Honestly, yeah, I'll be pissed off on her behalf if she goes home, because she volunteered to take that one for the team, and we need to not vote her out.
And I've had so much fun competing against everyone. And so I do very much want to be here. I want to stay. I also understand why I'm here. And I feel like the main reason I'm here has less to do with me and more to do with the people that I aligned myself with early in the game. And they are all gone. So maybe if your main reason for disliking me in this game has to do with my allies, maybe reconsider, because all of my allies are gone.
Both of us really, really, really want to be here, and we want to fight to be here. And I think both of us feel that we need to show the group that.
Again, I've been fighting, I've been acting rashly, and although that got me in some hot water, like, if you want to fight with me, let's fight. I would be happy to spar, I'd be happy to fight along with you. I love this game. I've been really enjoying being here and talking to everyone. I don't want to go home. I want to play, I want to stay. I really have liked talking to people. I really enjoyed playing the challenges. Like, I want to see where this season goes. I want to continue on. I don't want to just like log off tonight and that's it. I want to keep playing. I want to keep staying with everyone.
Thank you to the three of you for all of that. The reason I pushed against that initial speech is because everything you all just said, it's like, I know everyone wants to be here to a degree just by the passion you've all put into this game. And I would just like to see it, because again, it's only going to amp up to here, and we can advocate for ourselves without necessarily tearing down others as well, if that's how we want to play. Thank you all for advocating for yourselves. Please send me your vote to eliminate now. Sheridan, you are safe. You can turn your video off now.
I definitely feel strong in my alliances that they decided not to stab me in the back yet. So I feel good when I'm saved.
I want Greta to know, whichever one of us is going home in these next couple of seconds, I have loved playing with you.
Erica and Greta, it comes down to the two of you. And the person eliminated from Fight or Flight and the second member of our jury is Erica, I'm sorry, Erica, but you have been eliminated from Fight or Flight.
I'm very sad to be going, of course. I wanted to stay here. I wanted to keep playing, but all signs pointed to tonight being my time to go, and it sucks.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm very sad. I will miss you all, and I look forward to being a part of this jury. I'm definitely gonna miss playing this. But yeah, I'm really thankful for the time I've had here. I'm not surprised at all that it was my time to go, considering every other member of the blue team has been eliminated. So I get it.
What I want to say that I don't say is I hope Zach and Greta kick all of your fucking asses. But I don't say that because I want to leave gracefully.
Erica, you put up a great fight, but it's time for you to flight.
I think that even if I were to do this all again, I wouldn't actually do anything differently. I know that I was more trusting and more honest with certain people throughout this game than I should have been, but I don't want to have had to have played a sneakier game. I'm very proud of the game I played here. I feel like I did make friends. I feel like I had a great time. I'm very excited to be on jury. I'm very excited to come back and to have a say in who is going to win this game because I have opinions.
I wish I could have gotten to know you more. I think you brought a really fun energy to the group, and I did want you to stay in the game.
Erica, it's really sad to see you go. I was really excited to continue to work with you in this game, so I'll hopefully do you proud and, move forward with the path we were probably going on. But again, great to meet you. Hope to see you in jury at some point.
I think some of the early team picks probably put you in a bad position from the start, and you've been kind of fighting for your life behind other people's lives for a while. I feel pretty bad, but I really respect you as a player, and maybe in the next life you'll get a better shot.
Bye, Erica. You definitely showed up and showed out as the fashion queen of season 2. You were an amazing player, and I wish you the best.
Erica, I absolutely adored you in this game. I adore you as a person. It was so much fun to get to play with you, and I'm sorry that things didn't work out.
I'm so sorry to see you go, and I really realized that it was pretty much my fault that you were eliminated this round. I promise you that this wasn't strategy. I almost wish it was, but it really wasn't. You were a really great ally, and I'm sorry that this round turned out the way that it did.
I have 5 boarding bucks when I'm leaving. I sadly was not able to do anything with them, but 5 boarding bucks is kind of a lot of boarding bucks. I think about splitting them between Zach and Greta because I want Zach and Greta to be the final 2. But then I realize Greta has the steal a vote. Zach has nothing. He has 1 boarding buck to his name. So I decide to give Zach all 5 of my boarding bucks.
Up until this point, I've been holding on to that 1 boarding buck, and now I have 6 of them. That's great for me, and I'm going to try to hold on to these boarding bucks as long as I can because I know it's very important to have a lot of them in the end game.
Whether Zach was playing me this entire time or Zach was actually my closest ally, either way, I think he has played the best game out of anyone in this game, and I want him to win, and that is why I gave Zach all 5 of my boarding bucks.
Congratulations, everyone, on making it to the top 9 of this competition and for surviving Hunter or Hunted. That is no small feat. Hunter or Hunted was one of the most difficult rounds last season for a lot of reasons. Not only was it incredibly unpredictable, but it was also part of a double elimination. So in the spirit of paying tribute, let's get on to our next round. Tonight will be your 2nd double elimination of the season.
What? What the fuck?
I'm fucking pissed!
I want to go to sleep. I work 2 jobs.
I thought we were all going to go home and get a good night's sleep and everything had gone according to plan, but of course there's something else going on that's going to make us turn on each other.
The next round tonight is called Majority or Minority, and here's how it will work. Each of you will be asked to choose one of 2 paths, either path A or path B. Whichever path is selected by the majority of players will be up for elimination this round. The group that has the minority of players will be safe. However, there is a twist, as there usually is. Only the players in the majority round will be voting, meaning the players in the minority will not have a vote in this round. So the choice is yours. Either fight in the majority to have a voice in the vote, or flight to the minority to save yourself.
All of the players have to pick A or B.
The majority group is going up for elimination, but that's also going to be the only people who have a vote.
Of course, you want to really be in the minority so that you know that you're safe for the week. But if you want to make a big game move, you should jump over to the majority.
This is incredibly difficult. A majority right now is 5 people, so it would be very easy to turn the tides of this decision. So in order to do any sort of strategy, you have to know what other people are going to pick. And if one person does something they didn't say they were going to do, you're fucked.
Congrats for surviving. I'm really sorry I fumbled that round so hard.
It's okay. It's the best.
I know at this point I'm in even a worse situation than I was the round before because I've diminished my own numbers. Do you think they'll really gang up on us if we end up on separate sides?
That's a good point. I'm not sure. I just know that there's just no way I can strategize my way into being in the minority group because I'm not talking to most people. So I just am going to choose an A or B randomly, and I just have to go from there and hope I can strategize whatever group I end up in.
Guys, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
I'm so tired. We all just kind of heave a big sigh over this twist that none of us saw coming and none of us wanted.
Not even something where we can all be like, okay, we picked this one and that one will be the minority because whichever one we pick will be the majority.
A or B is a difficult choice to make because you don't really know how many people are going to end up on what side. The majority isn't as scary if we can guarantee Gabby or Greta end up in it because it will be our alliance voting in it. Okay. So it's more of just trying to figure out where they're going to go, and then basically we want to tip the scale for them to put them up.
Right.
We had already kind of planned on using Greta's elimination as like the next buffer elimination before we had to really start eliminating amongst ourselves. So I'm feeling pretty confident that Greta will be going home tonight. A majority at this point is 5 people. So I think that if we were to split down the middle and then try to scope out where Gabby and Greta are going to be, and then we can split the numbers more evenly.
We're going to split our group 3 and 4. And then wherever Greta falls, wherever Gabby falls, neither one of them would have the numbers to overpower everyone else, even considering that some of our group can't vote. So we decide who's going in which group.
I will pick A. No matter what, I'll pick A.
Okay.
I'll do A.
Okay, I'll pick A too.
So A is the majority.
The rest of you now have to do B.
What the fuck? Like, you just said, oh, I'm going to be safe. Like, I'm going to be the minority. And we're like, okay, got it. You want to be safe for this round. And so they're like, so we'll be the minority? And she's like, no, you'll be the majority. And then we'll get Gabby and Greta onto it on B and make that the majority. So she's like just trying to keep herself safe. And it was weird because it like did not have any thought for the other people in the alliance.
The group that seems to be perhaps in the minority will be group A.
I kind of play Gabby. CJ is so definite on A. I think you should try to
also pick A.
Pick A.
He kind of clues me in that if I can manage to get into the same round as CJ, it might decrease my odds of going home. Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you for being a lovely ally to me.
You're welcome. I kind of gave Group A to Gabby, so I think less people will choose Group B.
Do you have a sense of where you're going? Because I would feel comfortable, going with you, whether that's the majority or the minority. If it's minority, we're safe and that's cool, but if it's majority, I think we could keep each other safe.
I'm in a hard position because I like Gabby, I have an alliance with Gabby, but I also have an alliance with all of these people that are sort of working against her, but I don't want her out. I want Greta out. So I tell her honestly, yeah, I can tell you I'm going A. I think you and Greta are actually going to want to go in the same group because I think she's a bigger target than you. I know she's a bigger target than you are at this point. Greta's a bigger target than her, and Greta would go home over her. So basically, I just try to get her to go in the same group as Greta.
Would people automatically turn on us if it was just us?
I think that's probably what would happen based on other conversations I've had.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to believe. I think it's a very real possibility that I'm being fed a line here and that the group A will end up being in the majority.
you were given this choice of path A, path B. If you end up in the majority, you're going to be nominated, but you'll have a vote. And if you end up in the minority, you're going to be safe with no vote. What goes into a decision like this? What do you have to consider?
It's not a concrete choice of path A is this one and path B is this one, made it very complex to calculate. And I really feel like one random pick off and any plans that anybody had could be gone in a second. Realize did not check in past our initial conversations about the plan. So I know that originally I was supposed to pick path B and be in the minority, but I don't know if anything's changed since then. So I can stick to my decision and hope that it puts me in the minority, or I can change my decision, hope that it puts me in the majority. But no matter what I do, I don't actually know what path will be the majority. So I'm going into this a little blind, it feels like.
It is really hard to make this decision when you don't have a lot of information that is given to you. And the information that you do get, you kind of have to wonder if people are feeding you a line and telling you to pick something because they want you to pick that and it's not actually in your best interest, or if your allies are being honest and really telling you what is going to be good for your game. But at the end of the day, I think what's important is that there seems to be a pretty large locus of control in this game. And it's one of those questions of like, if that locus of control is benefiting your personal game in the way that you think it is. It could take you to a number, but will it win you the game?
You have to kind of trust other people, and this is a game where you can't trust anyone. And if one person flips their vote the way they're not saying they're going to, that can completely change who the majority and the minority are. So, coming into this vote, how confident does everyone feel in their vote? Are people wavering? Are people thinking, do I change at the last minute? Or do you kind of just have to commit to what you've committed to at this point?
Well, every possible scenario goes into your head. You should be always teetering. And you should always be like A or B, A or B, A or B, in the sense of like, you never know if someone is saying something truthful to you or false. And it's just a matter of time till we see that in the woodworks.
Based on the absolute gibberish everybody is speaking, I don't think anybody has any idea what's going on. Everyone's just talking in circles and we're all just nodding along.
I personally know that I've only overthought every decision that's ever happened in this game, and sometimes you just gotta pick A or B.
In the nature of picking A or B, please send me path A or path B.
It becomes clear that the large group that has been chatting is splitting up, which then will mean that those not a part of that conversation might end up in what is the majority group and will potentially have a good chance of being up for elimination. So again, it doesn't matter what I think people are going to go. I just have to choose something.
I am definitely nervous. I don't have an idea of how the numbers are going to shake out, and I'm just hopeful that things will work out in my favor.
On the count of 3, please show the camera. 3, 2, 1, reveal. The minority is B. If you picked B, you are safe. You will not have a vote this round.
I am safe for the rest of the night. They can fight it out, and I'm just gonna eat a cracker and watch it all go down.
I feel good about being safe. Personally, I think I probably would have been safe in the majority group too, but it's always nice to have that assurance that I'm not going home this round. Final 8!
I'm definitely surprised to see Zach in this group and not Matt. Matt probably found out from Greta and Gabby what side they were going to choose and switched to B, knowing it would be the minority.
CJ, Zach, Greta, Emily, and Gabby, you are all up for elimination.
Obviously, being up for elimination isn't great, but I knew that it was going to be a 50-50 chance based on our strategy. So I'm just ready to go into this elimination ceremony.
This is a public elimination, which means you will have to have this conversation out in the open.
A huge part of this game is getting to be sneaky and strategize and have side conversations, and this is the opposite of that.
You are watching it go down because you're just gonna have to share names.
I'm kind of fine with this at this point. Most people know where I stand in the game, and I just know that I have to tread a little carefully here, that I probably won't be the number 1 target out of this group, but if I say the wrong things, this vote could turn very quickly upon myself.
At the end of 10 minutes, I will come back on to ask you for your votes to eliminate. As you can see, we are about halfway through this competition. If you want to win this game, it's time for you to start fighting. Good luck, everyone. Your 10 minutes starts now.
Who's going to be the first to talk?
The mess and the drama. We love the mess and we love the drama. Why not? Let's do it. Fuck it. Sure, I'll be the first one to talk. I think that we should eliminate Greta. Greta's had a great fight, but I think it's time for her to take a flight. Obviously, going into this elimination, Greta was the target anyway, so I feel comfortable saying her name in this public forum. And Emily kind of almost immediately backs me up.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be a mean girl, but I do agree with CJ. I wanted Greta out last round instead of Erica. You know, I compromised. I went with CJ. We took out Erica, but now I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do this. It's time to do this.
Okay, I disagree.
Sure.
Obviously.
Right.
I do get a little pit in my stomach because with two people, if someone decides to join that group, I'm out.
Like, CJ, you're the person I have talked to the least. And so I think if I just like had to go off that, I would be putting your name out. It's tough because I definitely like understand why you're saying my name, and I think it's tough because like I think you're a good competitor.
Her putting my name up doesn't really faze me much. You know, she's got to tell someone, and it's not going to be herself. So I totally get that.
I don't know if like anyone else is thinking about going off of that.
Zach and Gabby are both being pretty quiet for a while.
I don't have a name to suggest per se, but it like is pretty clear, right, that Greta and I are on the outs of like these large conversations that are happening. And just to be clear, nobody is bored by that. Everyone's cool. Everyone's cool to find out who is on the bottom of that alliance once Greta and I are gone. Just like rolling the dice because somebody is wrong. I will say, like, out of the big alliance, somebody is wrong that they're going to make it farther than, how many of there are you? 7? Somebody's like wrong that they're not the 7th food. If you want to make a move, you should do it while there are still numbers, while Greta and I are still in the game. And even though I'm not addressing this to Zach specifically, I know that he is hearing every little word I say.
So we have CJ and Emily that are voting for Greta. Gabby.
Yeah.
What benefits you the most?
You tell me. Like literally, I have.
Well, it's a discussion between. It's we're both making the decision here. I think that it lies on our shoulders, right?
He seems to be really thinking hard, and I'm a little nervous about what he's gonna do.
I'm really shocked to see Zach coming down to be a tiebreaker vote. It's almost as if all the conversations we had before this just never happened.
I'm going to assume that CJ and Emily, they both said that they're voting for Greta. Greta's obviously, as she said, going to vote for CJ. So,
and those decisions are locked for you two in terms of, like, I'm talking to CJ and Greta too.
I did not say that. That's what Zach just said just now.
Okay. No, I was just like trying to open the conversation because, like,
I think that, like, I don't plan on voting for Gabby, and I think Gabby doesn't plan on voting for me. Like, that's what I'm most confident in.
Well, right. That's what I'm assuming. So I quickly find out that I am the swing vote, and I need to remain quiet because if I make my vote publicly known, it could totally backfire on me. People can throw out who I'm working with, any of the information that they know about me, and I can't risk that.
It might be helpful for y'all in the alliance to talk about, like, what happens after Greta and I are gone.
Well, I mean, I think that you're misunderstanding. I think that you are assuming that there's some sort of like candy rainbows thing going on. Like, we all obviously are adults and we all recognize that like there can only be one winner. And we all also recognize that there's power in numbers. You recognize that when you were trying to insulate yourself with having more alliances. So like there is a benefit to having people on your side and having numbers on your side. And we have mentioned multiple times that there will obviously come a time where we have to start eliminating amongst ourselves. And I believe that folks are smart enough that they are working an individual game. I don't think that assuming that everyone is just blindly following the group, like it's an insult to their intelligence.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I am just saying that whoever feels like they're on the bottom in terms of what like their individual gameplay is, now might be the time to make a move. That's all I'm saying. if someone is going to make a move, I'm signaling that now is the time to do so. I'm not insulting anybody's game at all. I'm just saying that now might be the time.
I get the feeling that she's kind of talking to me and Zach, maybe more so me. Are you targeting that message at anyone in particular?
No, literally no. Nobody has told me like any kind of information that I'm gonna share here and stuff like that. Of like,
who do you think is the next person to go after you and Greta? Since you've clearly thought about it a lot.
I don't know because no one tells me. Emily, remember how you were almost voted into the foes group last round? Who was voting? That same big alliance that you're protecting now.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
We're at 3 minutes. Okay.
It's interesting, right? Because anything that you do is everybody's watching this, right? Everybody's seeing this conversation, so it adds a whole new layer to it, right?
Yeah.
It adds a whole new layer to a majority alliance and the structure in this majority alliance. There's benefits to either or. Getting CJ out would be huge for my game, but that'll really blow up my game. That pits this majority alliance against me. That really ostracized me from everybody else. I need to make sure that I'm good going into next round. And if I piss off the majority of the players remaining, that's a huge target on my back. It would be a lot safer of a vote for me if I do choose to eliminate Greta. Doesn't piss anybody off. It covers my ass for another round. But CJ's a lot bigger of a target than Greta is for my personal game. So the question that runs in my mind is, do I take this opportunity to get CJ out now? Or do I protect myself next round with getting out Greta? Greta, going into this, I've said it from day one and I've been very public that you are a huge threat. You are related to who you're related to. And although we shouldn't pin you down because of that, that does just naturally make you a huge threat. That being said, you made it as far as you did make it. And that's something to be applauded.
Credit for the game she's played.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean that in a good way, It's not because of Claire. It's you've played your own game.
Oh, 100%. I just think that going into a game, people are going to hold you to a higher standard because of who you're related to. And I think that you 100% have met that because you're still here.
So that is when my stomach drops because I am like, oh, I could go home. Yeah, I mean, again, if I can convince anyone to not vote for me and go a different way, would love to entertain that in any way. Like I said, CJ, I'll throw you because I think you're a really, really strong player too. And I think you've shown a lot of strength and I love having you in the game. I think not having you would potentially also shake things up. And so if we want to kind of continue to explore what that looks like that is a potential option.
So I've named names, CJ and Greta have named names. I think Gabby and Zach, you're the only ones to have not thrown out a name, and we're now at 30 seconds.
Gabby, you want Greta here, correct?
I would prefer it.
Yeah, Zach, I think for you, obviously it's kind of coming down to you, and so it's
Time is up, everyone. Please send me your vote to eliminate now.
It's CJ and Emily voting for Greta. It's going to be me and Greta voting for CJ, and Zach is floating in the middle.
This is a really big decision for me.
CJ and Greta, it now comes down to the two of you. And the person eliminated from Fight or Flight is CJ. I'm sorry, CJ, but you have been eliminated from the competition.
Holy fucking shit!
Fuck! Wow. I did not see that coming.
Oh my god, we did it.
If you want something done in this game, you have to do it yourself. And I just got out my number one target.
I'm shocked. I'm hurt. I feel betrayed. I am really shocked that Zach would do this, and especially on such a public forum. And I honestly feel like shit. I can't believe that just happened. I'm kind of over getting betrayed by people I thought were my friends in this game, okay?
I've seen CJ now eliminated 20 times. And I think this is the final goodbye.
Okay, Anthony, I will use my fight pass.
Literally, what is going on right now? I thought we were good. I thought it was over. And now there's this? What's gonna happen?
Oh my gosh, how did she have enough bucks to get the fight pass?
Well, now we have 6 boarding bucks between us.
Which is very, very nice. Now that Shrishti and I each have 3 boarding bucks, we only need 2 more to purchase the fight pass. So I feel like this is a prime time to approach Sheridan.
We approach her asking if she would want to hold all of our boarding bucks, essentially like a big bank, and redeem them for the power.
We would transfer our boarding bucks to you. You could use those boarding bucks to purchase the fight pass.
There's no way this could negatively impact me, so I decide to go with it. I'm on the same page as you guys.
Afterwards, we decide to buy the fight pass as soon as the bucks are transferred, and Sheridan makes good on that promise.
Congratulations, you've purchased the power of the fight pass. Should you be eliminated from the game, this pass will give you the opportunity to fight the elimination decision by giving you the chance to battle anyone in the round who does not have safety. Additionally, you can give this pass to someone else who will be eliminated.
The fight pass has been enacted. CJ, as the eliminated player, you will get to pick one person who you will challenge.
Oh, God, this is such a hard decision. Do I choose the obvious target or the yellow belly backstabber?